Hello everyone, it's Joanne at Journaling Adventures. It's been a long time. I've been real busy. One of the gifts I'm giving my daughter-in-laws, and I have three, are recipe books. And I found these cute little bags at the dollar store, Dollar Tree, and so I put each one in there. This one is finished. Well, they're all finished. I used a button closure and just little tag up here sewn in. I didn't really do that much. I put a pocket in here, and I have a gift card in here and some index cards. But I found this cute little piece on the internet that says Family Recipes, Memories of Family Food and Fun. Is what I planned on doing is putting recipes in here that the boys grew up with. One of my sons is a chef. He's an executive chef, so these recipes aren't going to mean anything to him as far as fixing probably, but they'll have memories for him. And all three of them, I put a little tab with a note in here to them. So that's in there. And then I have a picture of the three boys when they were young. And what I did was the Dollar Tree had these little photo booklets, and I took them apart and put those in there. And then the ones that were big recipes that were too big, I would put on paper, like, for instance, that one's on paper. This one's on paper. But anyway, that's all I did. And then in here, I used an envelope, and these are all recipes from my grandmother, which would be their great-grandmother, whom is Italian and from Italy, could hardly speak any English. And there's her sauce recipe and all of that in there, so those are special recipes. But some of these were big, so I put them on paper. But that's all I did, and then that's the end. If I were to do it again, I would probably put cardstock or something in the end, but I'm new at sewing, so this is the back. This is the front. I sewed it in and I covered up but that's hers. And then I made two with the tapestry. I didn't have enough tapestry for three, so this is the tapestry, and I put a little bow a little flower right there, and it's the same thing inside. So I got those finished, and it was a lot of work. And then I did some fun things. These are just mixed media pieces that I might one day use as a cover. On this one, I used cheesecloth. This one, I have string and all kinds of different things. And then this one's all different kinds of things. And so is this one. They were fun to do, and I don't have any idea what I'll do with them, but they were fun to do. And then this morning, I finished up these little cards that I'm going to attach to their bags with the recipe book and possibly some other, because I ended up making more than I thought I would make. But they're all different. And the way I did these, and these were inspired by Joy DeFee. But these are watercolor. And I cut out the big circle out of watercolor paper, and then watercolored, some colors in there, trimmed it with black. I did sew zigzag twice on here, and then decorated, and then painted a little tree branch. And but they were a lot of fun to make, and I put a little hole in here, and I'm going to tie them to their gifts. I suppose you could make them smaller, and it'd probably be, some of them I did on music paper, and they're not quite as strong as using the watercolor paper. So, but those were a lot of fun to make, and I will definitely be making more of those in the future. Then I went to the thrift store, and I found these old, I had some of these, but they weren't quite as old, and these are pretty old. And this is 1980, which isn't that old, but it's still old. And I don't know what the date is on this one. I don't know. But anyway, I saw a video recently where somebody made a journal, a book out of these and left the covers. So that's going to be a project that I'll probably do soon. Let's see, what else have I been doing? That's mainly it. These recipe books really were hard for me because I'm not a seamstress. And then there's this one, which I think is pretty, but like I said, it's very floppy, and I wished I'd have put some cardstock in there. But anyway, this is what I've been doing. I've been busy. It's almost Christmas. I've been ordering on Amazon and trying to get things in for my grandchildren as quickly as I can. With this virus, I'm a little hesitant. One of them lives about 2 hours from here, and we're going to go regardless. And it'll just be my daughter-in-law's mother there, and we're going to have lunch. It's going to be at noon on Christmas Day. My husband is a dialysis patient, so we're, really concerned about him, being around too many people, but we just can't worry about it right now, and we've got to see our grandkids for Christmas, even if it's just for a short visit. And but we're gonna visit them, and also on the 23rd go visit my grandson that's almost 2 that lives close by. And then my son that's an executive chef moved to Ohio, and I don't know if he's going to be able to come down or not. So anyway, I hope all of you have a very Merry Christmas. I don't know that I'll get back on between now and then, but I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you can see some of your family, and I appreciate y'all coming by, and hopefully I'll have some fun things in the future. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.